You think you know Ocean's 11? Well, here's some things you may not have known about Danny Ocean's biggest heist.
What I'm about to propose to you is both highly lucrative and highly dangerous. Now, if that doesn't seem like your particular brand of vodka, help yourself to as much food as you like and have a safe journey, no hard feelings. Otherwise, come with me.
Steven Soderbergh's film is actually a remake of a 1960 film of the same name, directed by Louis Milestone. That film was a starring vehicle for the Rat Pack, a supergroup of actors and singers from that era. Every major male member of the group, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop, had starring roles in that film, and female member Shirley MacLaine had a cameo in the film. To match the caliber of the original cast, an ensemble of A-list actors were assembled for the 2001 remake. However, several actors attached to the production had to drop out for one reason or another, including Mark Wahlberg, Mike Myers, Bruce Willis, Ewan McGregor, Alan Arkin, and Ralph Fiennes. Willis would later cameo as himself in one of the film's sequels. Brothers Luke and Owen Wilson were originally attached to play the Mallory twins before they were forced to drop out due to their commitment to the Royal Tenenbaums. Interestingly, filmmakers Joel and Ethan Coen were the original replacements before Casey Affleck and Sean Conn were cast.
I know more about casino security than any man alive. I invented it, and it cannot be beaten. They got cameras, they got watches, they got locks, they got timers, they got vaults. They got enough armed personnel to occupy Paris. Okay, bad example.
Despite his prominent role in the film, Don Cheadle was not credited for his performance as explosives expert Bashir Tarr. During negotiations with Warner Brothers, Cheadle reportedly wanted to be billed alongside co-stars George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, and Matt Damon. He left negotiations so unhappy that he refused to be credited in the film at all. He was credited, though, in both of its sequels.
Oh, leave it out. You tossers! You had one job to do!
Speaking of Don Cheadle, his Cockney accent for the film is considered one of the worst in film history. Funny enough, the American Cheadle said that he kept the accent during the entirety of filming so that he wouldn't fall out of it. While attempting to attach Julia Roberts to the film, George Clooney sent her a copy of the script with a $20 bill attached to it, with a note explaining, quote, "I heard you're getting 20 a picture." This was in reference to the fact that Julia Roberts was at the height of her popularity and was raking in $20 million per film. She joined the film after receiving Clooney's cheeky message.
You're out.
The prison. You remember the day that I went for cigarettes and didn't come back? You must have noticed.
I don't smoke, don't sit.
Now, they tell me that I paid my debt to society.
Funny, I never got a check.
Because the cast was packed with huge stars, most of them worked well below their rate so the movie could get made. Clooney explained, quote, "If we all get paid, we can't make the movie, so why don't we all just take a big chunk out of the back end, work cheap, and see if there's any money at the end." This worked out as Ocean's 11 grossed more than $450 million worldwide. Brad Pitt is known for eating in several of his films, and Ocean's 11 is no exception. In fact, his character Rusty Ryan has somewhat of an oral fixation. During the filming of the scene introducing Julia Roberts' character, he ate 40 shrimp.
Of anybody you ever met. You scared? You suicidal? Only in the morning.
Brad Pitt's Rusty Ryan is teaching a bunch of teen idols to play poker near the beginning of the film. All of the people present in the scene are indeed teen idols or actors, including Topher Grace, Holly Marie Combs, Joshua Jackson, Barry Watson, and Shane West. The cast spent a great deal of their downtime during production partying and gambling at several of the Las Vegas casinos they were filming in. However, there is some disagreement as to who won the most. Clooney insists it was Matt Damon, while Damon says it was Brad Pitt. Regardless, Clooney was the real loser, infamously losing 25 games of blackjack in a row. And here's a bonus one. George Clooney has garnered a reputation as a prankster among his co-stars, and Brad Pitt was one of his worst victims. During the filming of Ocean's 11, he bought a pot leaf bumper sticker that said, "F*** cops," and placed it on the back of Pitt's car, knowing it would get him pulled over.
Stopped and picked up your personal effects. Hope you don't mind.
I'm not sure these belong to me.
That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. Make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.